Life lesson number 8. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time, one thing at a time. There's a saying that a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. You may be recovering from something adverse and having to get back on your feet. You may be planning something big, some big achievement, some big objective. Just remember, whatever you're doing, it starts with one day at a time, one step at a time. Life can sometimes be overwhelming, especially nowadays with bombardment of people trying to get your attention. Your pings, dings and rings on your phone or your computers or your devices get your attention. But taking things one day at a time is a metaphor for life. So when we take this metaphor one day at a time or one step at a time, what we're basically saying is, I'm going to do my best for that one step or that one day. I'm going to put my everything into that one point. They soon build up. Days build up into weeks, weeks build up into months, and months build up into years. And before we know it, we've achieved a lot. But here's the thing. Most people will overestimate what they'll do in a year, but underestimate what they'll do in a decade. You look back over 10 years, the collection of them one days at a time, you don't even notice them. They build up quickly. And then you look back and think, oh wow, I've done that, I've done that, I've done that, I've done that. So if you're dealing with something that's overwhelming, if you're dealing with something that's quite daunting, and it may be an ambitious goal, it may be audacious, but it could be just recovery from something that's knocked you off balance. One day at a time. And as long as you do your best each day, each and every day, we're not competing with anyone else, we're competing with ourselves. You do your best that day. And you know what your best is. I'm not going to judge you on that. You know what's good and what's bad in your mind, what you expect of yourself. You do that best. And then don't beat yourself up for not doing the things you set out, because there's always tomorrow, one day at a time. Because sometimes it's easy to look at the things you didn't do as opposed to the things you did do. And even if you didn't do a great deal that day, okay, let's find what we did good, because tomorrow you'll do better. Tomorrow will be a good day, because your life is only available, really, if you think about it, one day at a time. So when you live one day at a time, it doesn't mean to say you don't look to the future. All it does is it focuses on the now. And the now is probably the most important thing to be present in, rather than people live in the past or they're living in the future. But in the present, right now, this day, is another way to look at this, is tomorrow never comes. Because when it's tomorrow, it's today. So if tomorrow never comes, the only day that matters is today. And that's living one day at a time. So when you go about your business today, remember, one day at a time. You can look forward to tomorrow, but what's important is today, one day at a time. And it doesn't matter if you want to improve your health, you want to improve your fitness, you want to improve your business, you want to improve your personal lives. It's one day at a time. So until next time.